show. Now, I have been asked to explain how do I get my podcast everywhere? How do I get it on Apple and Spotify and Google and all the places? So if that's something you wanted to know, this is for you. Welcome to Magnetic Pod. If you are looking to attract your soul clients while doing the work you love, this show is for you. Hi, I'm Olivia D'Souza. I'm a podcast manager and content repurposing specialist. The Magnetic Pod Show is about attracting your soul pod of clients through podcasting. It will also include things that can be applied to other areas of your marketing strategy too. Hit subscribe to join me in calling in the people we are here to help. Let's make a massive impact.
I am here and I'm ready to be brave. Cannot miss me, I'll stand on every stage. I'm available for my destiny to reach my people.
Now, before we get into it, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you get future episodes and learn tips and tricks that will help you in your business. Okay, let's dive in. So if you want to get your podcast everywhere, what you need to do is you need to get it uploaded to a host. Now, there are lots of hosts around, so I will just go through a few. There's lots. It will be overwhelming to go through all of them. So here are my favorites. My latest favorite is Buzzsprout. I love Buzzsprout. I just think that they have lots of resources to help podcasters, lots of tips and tricks. They've got a great support team. They're really fast. If you have any issues, they will be there and answer any questions that you have. And they have great reporting features, so I like them for that reason and how well the platform works. So another one I like is Simplecast. What I like about Simplecast, again, it's a nice interface, great support. I haven't used it myself, but that's the feedback I get from people who do use it. But my favourite thing about Simplecast is if you are somebody who might for some reason want to have some episodes that are private, it might be because you want to do a meditation or a special episode for within a course or as a product that you sell that people pay money for, then all it is a simple button. You just toggle it on or off, and if it's switched off, then it doesn't get picked up by the feed that sends this podcasts to all the places. So it's just really simple to use and a really simple, reliable way to have a private podcast. Apart from that, there's also Anchor, which is a free platform. I don't think whether it's free or not is a huge issue. I used to think it was good for people to want to dip their toe in and have a free option. But my view has kind of changed, because I think if you're serious about podcasts and you're going to commit to making it work for your business and understand the strategy, then like $12 US a month or whatever, for example, for Buzzsprout, is not really going to be significant compared to the return on investment that you're going to get. So, but it is a free platform, so it's quite good for that. But unfortunately, the reason that I used to recommend them even more highly perhaps than now is because they used to make it so easy to just get started. If you were overwhelmed with the tech, you could go onto Anchor and you could press one button and it could be sent to all the platforms, and that feature's not there anymore. So that's really disappointing. Okay, so given that no matter what platform you go with, you will have to do the next step manually. Okay. So the next step is that once you've got your podcast uploaded to whichever host you choose, from there you will find on all the platforms there will be instructions on what to do from there. So, and they will have a list of all the different platforms such as Apple and Spotify and Google and Stitcher, all the rest of them, okay? And you go through one by one and you get your RSS feed, which is basically like a URL, a continuous feed that pushes out to all the places. So once you've got this process done once, you never have to do it again because of this magical RSS. But basically you have to get that RSS URL, copy it from your host, paste it wherever you need to paste it on each platform, along with the email address that relates to your podcast, and you follow the instructions for each platform. So that'll be on your podcast host, wherever you do that, they will have instructions for each platform. Now, it's best to go back and check again in a few days, especially with Apple, for example. You might think that you've submitted it and it's all good to go, and then you might find that it hasn't gone to the next step with Apple because of some little discrepancy, like you put www dot for your website and you didn't put the HTTP, whatever, something small might stop the whole thing from going through. So go back and check it the next day and make sure it's progressing. So that's it in a nutshell. If you want to get your podcast everywhere, you need to pick a host, follow the instructions. You take your RSS feed and your email address, basically, and follow the instructions. It can be a bit tedious and fiddly, so if you need help with that, that is a service that I provide. So I can help with just that, or I can help you do a grand opening launch and launch with impact and get you out there. So that is, if you want that, reach out to me. But if you want to do it yourself, that's how you do it. So if you have any other questions, make sure that you ask me. I'll put a link in the show notes of Ask Me Anything, and just reach out and let me know. If you want to know what tech you need to start a podcast, I have a link in the show notes where you can download a PDF that's got all my favourite equipment to use. Okay, so thanks for being here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.
I am here and I'm ready to be brave. Cannot miss me, I'll stand on every stage. I'm available for my destiny to reach my people. Gonna be a star, so if you pass on me, that's a shame for you, but I'm fine.
Hello, it's Livy here. Have you ever wondered about what the key elements are that make a podcast truly stand out? Or maybe you're thinking about starting your own special podcast and feel a bit overwhelmed and don't know where to start. Well, I have something for you. Introducing the Ultimate Podcast Checklist. Da, 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 da. It's a step-by-step guide that covers everything from the initial brainstorming to advanced growth strategies. It's the perfect companion for both new and seasoned podcasters. And the best part, it's absolutely free. Da, 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 da. To grab your copy, simply head to the show notes of this episode and you will find a direct link there, and then away you go. Remember, every podcast started with that initial spark and the right resource, so let the Ultimate Podcasting Checklist be yours.